Immersive Melodies. This mod adds 7 interesting instruments, allowing players to create their own band. You can open their GUI by right-clicking and select the melody you want to play. By default, the mod includes 48 well-known melodies, and you can also upload your own melodies via simple drag and drop in-game or using data packs. While playing, your character will also have very nice animations. You can also throw these instruments to hostile monsters. If they pick up the instruments, they will play the song you've selected. Villager Transportation. Villager Transportation is a simple mod that makes your travels of villager transportation much easier by using camels and llamas. To mount a villager on your passenger seat of a camel, you can ride a saddled camel to the closest villager. It's good for transporting employed villagers with unique trades and biome-specific villagers like plains, taiga, jungle, or swamp villagers. To mount a villager on a llama, guide a carpeted llama to the closest villager. You can right-click on the mounted villager to dismount from camels and llamas, and villagers can teleport to you when being dismounted. Above and below. This mod adds floating cloud islands above the normal world gen, and increases cave size below. The above portion of the mod adds new generating sky islands. These are non-sculpted, and generate naturally as a part of the world gen settings. Sky islands are surrounded with clouds made of snow and powdered snow. Villages and some other structures can spawn on them. Islands also have a unique water feature that spawns on them to give them some lakes, as well as springs for waterfall effects. The Sky Castle Dungeon is a new unique structure on an island grabbed from the generated ones. It includes over 30 rooms to explore, lots of loot if you can survive. As for below, the caves are a bit larger all around, as are cave entrances and tunnels. There are more sheer drops in the caves, more pillars, and just overall larger cave rooms. The Hell City Dungeon adds a large sprawling city of Terraria-inspired hell towers. These are easier combat-wise, but do take some paying attention, as they spawn in the depths of the world, rising from the lava below. Take care not to fall victim to the lava, or the occasional blazes that may show up. Endermen spawn with blocks. From now on, when encountering Endermen in your world, you will notice that some of them hold blocks from other dimensions you haven't yet visited. Overworld Endermen may hold soul sand. Endermen from the Nether can provide you with purple blocks. So with this mod installed, there will be a brand new way of getting resources from other dimensions without even leaving you home. Mighty Mail. Mighty Mail is standalone version of the mailing system in the upcoming refurbished Mr. Crayfish's Furniture mod. In this mod, you'll find a post box and mailboxes available in every wood type, and a post box allows you to send mail to other players on your server. You can include items and an optional message to any mailbox placed in the world. It also works across dimensions. When you receive mail, your mailbox will appear with a little red flag. Additionally, to customize your experience, there are config options to change the inventory size of the mailboxes and increase the maximum delivery queue limit. All the post boxes feature excellent 3D textures and models, making them essential items for decorating your house. Dark mode everywhere. This mod can transform any GUI texture into a dark mode. Thanks to the shaders, it will work in any GUI in the game, and it will also attempt to modify the text color if it's not easy to read in dark mode. The mod currently provides with 3 dark modes to suit your needs that can be easily changed by clicking on the button on the bottom left. Moon's Weaponry. Moon's Weaponry adds 5 new weapon classes, each suited for different style of melee combat. Better Trees. Better Trees is a simple world gen mod that reworks the way that overworld trees are shaped. It makes the vanilla biomes new and exciting again, and even feel modded sometimes when used with an overworld world gen mod. Trees in this mod are generally taller and more complex looking than their vanilla counterparts. In addition, this mod is fully compatible with Panda's Falling Tree, and cutting one down will give you more wood and saplings. Separated Leaves. This mod makes leaves only stick to their own log type. This means that, for instance, after you chop down an oak tree standing next to a birch tree, all oak leaves will spawn even though they were connected to the birch tree. This is also useful when, for example, decorating a tree farm, because you can use any other log type in your build without worrying about leaves sticking to your walls. Fast Items. Fast Items is a mod that optimizes item rendering by transforming item entities to 2D. For 3D items, this mod makes them always face to camera, just as the same behavior in Lunar Client. For 2D items, this mod avoids rendering their sides, so they are completely flat. Decorative Blocks. This mod is a fork of the original Decorative Blocks. The owner only updated the mod to 1.20 and fixed a few outstanding bugs. Enemy Expansion. Enemy Expansion adds 2 new mobs in this update. Direwolves, which are permanently aggressive, travel in packs and will rip you limb from limb via their powerful jump attack. After leaping, they'll also be a little faster than usual, so stay on guard. The ultimate skeletal warrior joins the fray in the form of the guardsman. Alongside an adeptness for smacking you away should you get too close, just like their huntsman counterpart. The guardsman is also especially adept at evasion, doing little ballerina twirls when getting hurt. Rarely, the guardsman will drop the guard's mask, which bestows 2 armor points and blesses you with speed 3 for a couple of seconds if you are damaged by an arrow. Additionally, the huntsmen now have a punch animation, and visually lose their bows when melee attacking if the weapon switch weapons mid-fight config option is enabled. And skeleton mobs can now sometimes spawn riding skeleton horses, making them harder to hit and just look plain cooler. Utility Belt. Utility Belt is a mod for the fabric that allows you to clean up valuable hotbar space, similar to the Tool Belt mod for Forge. It must be placed into the belt trinket slot in order to be used, then you can open its GUI and insert the items. By default, pressing B will swap to Utility Belt's inventory. Random crits. This mod reworks the crit system, so you will no longer deal a crit from jumping. The crits are now completely random, but you can increase your chances through multiple methods. By default, your base crit chance will be 10%, and mobs can now deal crits. Luck now increases your crit chance by 6%. Adrenaline is a new effect that has a chance to be gained from taking damage while at or below 4 hearts, which increases your crit chance by 20% for a short period of time. Starstruck is a new enchantment for weapons, which has 2 levels, increasing your crit chance by 6% per level. Infinity Buttons. This mod adds a lot of new cool buttons to spice up your Minecraft experience. Large buttons, which are bigger than normal buttons. Emergency buttons in all 16 colors, and a special rainbow variant. They produce an alarm sound, and available with or without glass casing. Secret buttons, which blend into walls, containing bookshelves, bricks, planks, and more. Torch buttons and levers, they also come in soul and redstone form. Lantern buttons, which provide a redstone signal at the top of the chain. Two different doorbells. Special buttons like console buttons, letter buttons, and lamp buttons. Experienced crops. This mod gives some love to the humble crops by making fully grown crops drop EXP orbs when harvested. Additionally, the mod will automatically nearly every modded crop out there. Gardener's Dream. This mod allows you to crouch on top of a flower pot or decorated pot while holding a plant to place it in the pot. Even plants that already could be placed in flower pots got support for new looks. Additionally, you can hold a stick and crouch on top of a potted plant to rotate it. Each rotation is 15 degrees. Armor Stand Shift Swap. This mod allows you to swap your whole armor set by shift right-clicking Armor Stand. Chronon Technology. Chronon Technology is a mod that allows you to speed up the time for a specific block like time in a bottle. But unlike time in a bottle, chronons are collected in an extra block, and this block has different levels that you can gradually craft. It's very ineffective at first, so it can take a long time to collect enough Chronons to speed up a block. Arch Bows. Arch Bows is a mod that expands on archery. It does this by adding a few new ranged weapons. The mod separates damage from velocity as much as possible, so this means that after a significant change in the velocity, the damage starts to change. So instead of the projectile always having the same amount of damage no matter the charge, it now adjusts the damage according to how fully the bow is charged before the shot. The charge also have an impact on the velocity. In addition, it made the bow and crossbow more compatible with modded enchants. Bocchium. Bocchium is a forge port of Bedrodium. The mod provides small optimization by removing the invisible sides of the bedrock. If the rendering block is in the bottom of the dimension, it will disable its bottom side rendering. And if the rendering block is in the top of the nether-like dimension, it will disable its top side rendering. Culling is fully configurable in the config, and you can disable the top culling or bottom culling. Better Cooked Axolotls. Better Cooked Axolotls is a mod that adds the ability to cook axolotls in a variety of ways. The mod is compatible with Axolotl Bucket Fix and more axolotl variants. Previously useless axolotls now have an important role in the game. MC Dungeons Enchanting. This mod brings Minecraft Dungeons Enchanting system into Minecraft Java. Runic Table is the main block, acts as a new enchanting table. It randomly generates a list of enchantments that one item can take. Roll Bench is an additional block which re-rolls a single enchantment per use, costs lapis lazuli. Gilding Foundry is a special block station, which will use gold ingots to apply a random permanent enchantment of first level to an item. This enchantment will not count towards re-rolling or enchanting, and also cannot be re-rolled or removed. Mob Captains. This mod makes mob captains of common, uncommon, rare and legendary difficulty will spawn in your world. The mob captains are buffed based on their rarity, and will drop items that are enchanted in a way that is not possible in the vanilla game. Vine Clipper. Vine Clipper is a simple mod allowing vines to be sheared like other vanilla growing blocks. The sheared vines will no longer spread to adjacent blocks and visually looking identical. Friendly Mimic. This mod adds a tameable mimic, which you can tame by feeding it chests. The tamed mimic will follow the player and you can open its inventory to store items. Additionally, mimics are immortal and can assist you by attacking enemies. Finally, the mod also introduces a mimic bag, which can be used to store mimic. FogLock. FogLock is a client mod that allows you to adjust the distance and color of the fog in 5 player states by configuration. When using the mod, the fog will no longer depend on the distance of the player's viewer. Jump in air. This mod adds a propeller hat to be able to jump in the air. It allows you to perform multiple jumps in the air and become immune to fall damage. All the links are in the description. Any questions, please leave a comment. Have fun.